Hi, my name is Stephanie Sage. I'm the Director of Marketing and Community Relations for the Valero Texas Open. I'd like to spend a few moments explaining Birdies for Charity to you. Perhaps you're new to the organization already participating in the fundraiser, or your organization is interested in learning more about the program to see if it's the right fit for you to begin using this as a fundraising opportunity. So I'd like to take a few minutes to kind of explain Birdies for Charity to you and hopefully get you involved and use this as a tool and resource to help launch your campaign. So please, let's get started. Okay, so Birdies for Charity. First and foremost, what are the basics about it? Let's start with what is a birdie. So in golf, there are 18 holes. Within each hole, there's considered par, birdie, eagle, double eagle, and so forth. And then on the other side, you talk about bogey and double bogey and things like that. So these are jargons you probably heard before. So at each hole, there's an expected given score for each of those particular holes to get the ball from the tee box into the actual hole. So for instance, it's a birdie is one stroke under par. So using the example from AT&T Oaks course, hole 18, which is the finishing hole for the Valero Texas Open, a birdie would be considered a 4. So with the par 5, if you hit the ball in 4 strokes, that would be considered a birdie. An eagle is 2 and a double eagle, a eagle is 3 and a double eagle would be 2. So that is kind of birdie in a nutshell. How many birdies have taken place at the Valero Texas Open? So here's some examples from the last few years at TPC San Antonio. In 2013, we had 1,640. Flash forward to 2016, we had 1,834. A lot has to do with the weather. The birdie count includes Monday and Wednesday's pro-ams on the host course, the AT&T Oaks course, as well as Thursday through Sunday's competition rounds. Birdies for Charity started in 1997. It was an opportunity for us to get to know the charities in our community. So when we have tournament proceeds, we knew the organizations that best would benefit from the program and develop and establish a really good working relationship with the charities in our community. And so that's how it began. Over the years, it has grown and grown and grown to today, present day in 2016. When we just completed the campaign, we raised over $2.78 million for charity with a fantastic collection rate of 100.021%. So we're very, very, very proud of that. So how does the program work? So basically, you're going to be provided pledge forms and go and solicit donations of pledges from individuals and corporations. The straight donations typically are $20 or more. It can be any amount. It can be $1, 50 cents, whatever amount somebody is willing to contribute. We welcome all contributions. Pledges is kind of like a walkathon, so it's going to be tied back to the actual number of birdies that takes place at the Valero Texas Open, which ties back to that 1,834 birdies that took place this prior year. So we do accept cash, check, and credit cards. You'll turn that in along with your pledge forms, and we process all of that on your behalf. We also take care of sending out tax thank you letters to your donors after the campaign has concluded. For the 2017 campaign, we launch on October 24th and will conclude right after the tournament. So you have a nice long window to fundraise. It's not required that you use the entire time. We just try to provide a nice long period of time for you to be able to use as little or as much of it as you like. And then you can mail these pledge forms into us periodically throughout the campaign or drop them off to our office. So here's an example of the 2017 pledge form that you'll have. If you ordered in advance, then you would have custom pledge forms that at the bottom of your pledge sheet would have your charity's information already pre-printed on it. If that is not the case, we will provide you blank pledge forms where what that means is the box at the very bottom right-hand corner would be blank and you would fill in your information so that your charity gets tracked for the amount that has been raised. 100% of the contributions that are earmarked for your charity will go back to your organization. We do not keep anything from you. And in fact, we go so far as to provide additional incentives along the way to hopefully grow your donations even further. So your donors have the ability to use a printed pledge form that you will be provided, or they can go online and make a contribution. Donations are welcome from anywhere around the world and can be done online, which makes it very easy for somebody to make a contribution. You will also have a 2D code that you can use. If you have custom printed pledge forms, you'll also have a custom 2D code. Regardless, you will be provided a custom URL link, so when your donors want to go and contribute online, they can do so and have your charity as the only designated organization to benefit from that donation. You will also be provided a username and password, so you can go in and see in real-time data what is being contributed to your organization. And that will include the printed pledge forms that you're submitting, as well as those being done online. So here you'll see an example of this year's online system. The orange arrow indicates where your donors are going to put in their personal information. And on the top right corner, the yellow arrow indicates where you're going to type in your username and password to go on the back end of the system to view your report. Again, it's real-time data. The second step that your donors will be asked to do is to put in their contribution amount, either a pledge or a donation, and the charity they're going to support. They will only be asked this question if they go to our website. If they use your custom URL link, then your charity will be the only organization listed here next to this green arrow and will not have another option for the donors to select. On the left here, you'll see your reference line. It's strictly optional. It's not something that is required. But if you want to encourage your donors to write down the board member that they were solicited by, or an employee or a student, or something that's meaningful to you, to maybe do something on the inside of your organization to incentivize, to give shout outs, or something along the lines of that. This is where you can track this both on the printed pledge forms as well as online, and then you'll be able to see it on your fundraising report. And at the bottom, you'll see the payment information. Your donors have the ability to be billed or go ahead and pay in advance. We provide incentives for both the donors as well as the charities that are participating in this program. So for our donors, we have a Guess the Birdies contest for a chance to win a stay and play package to TPC San Antonio and JW Marriott. There are more details about that incentive on our website. We also provide an attendance incentive where if donors attend the Valero Texas Open, they have a chance to win your organization $20,000 just by attending and seeing that they also made a contribution to support your organization. They also get to know that 100% of their contributions going back to your organization plus a 7% match on top of that. So they know they could have written a check directly to your organization, but by doing it through Birdies for Charity, they're making their donation grow further. As an organization participating in this program, as I mentioned before, there are other incentives along the way, including a bi-weekly contest where you have a chance to earn $1,000, and there's 8 contests throughout the entire campaign. We also provide a Pro-Am Charity Challenge, giving you an opportunity to win $200 on top of additional funds, as well as a matching incentive that I referenced, which is a 7% match. So provided that your organization collects a minimum of $1,000 through the program, you're automatically enrolled into the 7% match, with the cap of $10,000 being distributed to your charity through this particular incentive. And then we also have, again, what I mentioned, the donor attendance incentive. Hopefully one of your donors will attend the tournament, be drawn as the winner, and help you earn additional $20,000 to your program. Regardless, we will do the collecting on your behalf. You don't have to worry about that. And then we will issue a check for 100% of the collected funds on your behalf as well. So how do we help you? We provide you the tools to be able to fundraise, including the pledge forms, as well as those being done online. We help reach out to those donors and collect on your behalf, as well as sending out tax thank you letters and incentives. Next steps. Please go ahead and feel free to register for the program on our website if you haven't already. If you have already began the program, I welcome you to view our Birdies for Charity kickoff video to learn more about the actual step-by-step techniques to help making your campaign as successful as possible. Again, we provide you all the tools and resources to hopefully make this a very successful campaign for you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this helped get you a little bit more excited about the program and kind of touch on some of the fundamentals of the program. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.